Hello, arm wrestling fans. Welcome to the show. In today's episode, I have a great interview with Stefan Lengarov. He's multiple world champion, European champion. We talk about all around arm wrestling. I try to ask as many questions as I get. Enjoy the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. At the end of the footage, you're gonna see some very interesting, unusual way how to approach your biceps training. Enjoy the show. Bye. Iri. Okay, we should running. They are friends of the series Champions DNA. I have a great guest today, my friend Stefan Lengarov. Hi, Stefan. Thank you that you're here and take your time to be part of this show. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Just finished the workout for today. I always training at the evening.
I see your biceps looks very pumped. I believe you that you work out. Jesus. I'm trying to lose weight for the worlds, and it's not easy. I hope my brain is still working to make this interview. I have a lot of interest, a lot of questions for you, so I just gonna shoot some random questions, and let's see. Let's start for the beginning, Stefan. When did you find out that you have more power than the average guys? Can you remember? It was in the school or even in the kindergarten? I don't know.
At school, we always played with the guys on the tables in the school, and most of the time I'm winning.
Mm-hmm.
After that, one classmate told me that there is arm wrestling club near the school.
Okay.
And it was 2006 when I started.
2006. Okay. I forgot. I thought you start a little bit later, but 2006 is yeah, a lot of time. Maybe
Maybe 16, 17 years.
17 years. And do you remember when you started your first natural move was side pressure, top row, or hook? Can you remember that?
Everybody said that I'm playing in the middle, and my natural move was something like that, just with the wrist and this. Nothing special.
You probably don't remember when you meet me for the first time, but I remember this moment very well. It was maybe in the 2007 or 2006. In it was a Christmas time or some holiday. I fly
Uh,
back to Bulgaria,
I
and
remember from the beginning. I started at the end of 2006, so maybe this is the Christmas time.
yeah, it must be the Christmas time. I went to the club and I saw Christo, and Christo told me, "Hey, look, we have here a new guy. Can you warm up with him? Can you show him top row?" And at that period of time, I was quite good in top row. Someone who is doing arm wrestling since 7 years, trying to get good placement into the nationals, Europeans. And then I'm gripping you as a newbie, and I try to top row, and I hit the wall. And I, 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 I remember this moment because it is unusual for a newbie against someone with a lot of experience to be so strong. And I never met someone who has so much power from the beginning on. And that brings me to my next question, Stefan. How long does it take until you get your first success on the tournament? Do you remember that?
The same year, there I was 17 years old, in 2006, and there is a competition in Bogojgrad, and there I get the first place.
And correct me if I'm wrong, at that time we didn't have newcomers, newbies classes. It was just one class against everybody.
It was for juniors.
Junior, you was junior, okay. And you took which place?
The first place.
First place. And
Yes.
that was how many in the same year that you start arm wrestling?
2006.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And after that, for the international championships, European and or the worlds, how does it take? How long?
There was World Championship in Veliko Trnovo, and there I take the second place. I played on the final with Rustam Babaev from Ukraine.
If I remember correctly, it was 2007, the World Championship in Veliko Trnovo. So basically, 1 year after you started arm wrestling, you're placing second place in the world.
Yes, that's
with the left hand.
Yes.
Okay, people. I don't want to discourage the new guys who are joining our sport. Stefan is really one of the most gifted person that I met in my career over 20 years for arm wrestling. These dudes like him, they exist. They do exist, and that's not the classical way that one arm wrestler is going, but we're here to find everything about arm wrestling. So I have a funny story with you, Stefan. Can you remember when we go to the basement of this school, in this old school gym, and work out? Do you remember the plates, the old school plates of 50 kg?
Yes.
So I couldn't move them so they were so thick, and you should grab them like that with the thumb and push it 50 kg. So
and to push it.
yeah, Hristo couldn't move them. I couldn't move them. Stoyan Golemanov, at that time, Stoyan was a world champion.
Fingers.
Couldn't take them maybe a couple of centimeters. And Stefan was making a walk into the gym with two hands, gripping these discs. And you remember that, right?
Yes, I remember. But in the team, there is guys who don't train arm wrestling, and they make it the same. So that's not so
yes,
unusual.
because they are not arm wrestler, but that shows for me brought a lot of hand straight. Okay, Stefan. So I have a couple of questions. So your original style was with the wrist and to the side. So you were something in between hook and top roll.
Yes.
Okay. And
top roll, but depends of the opponent.
Depends of the opponent. Okay, let's say you have a big competition coming up in the next 3 months. How do you consider your preparation for this tournament?
I think that you have to prepare both with weights and sparring. So this is very important for me to lift weights, to have a good condition
Basement.
of muscles. And maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks you have to do only arm wrestling with a partner.
So the last month before the tournament, you're focusing on the table time.
Because it's different things. You know that arm wrestling is not dumbbells or curls.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
How
And
John says, if you want to be good in arm wrestling, you have to practice arm wrestling. Wait.
But in the period, in the beginning of these 3 months, you're lifting weights, but you're having also sparring.
Yeah,
It's not only weights and then you go to the sparring. So you have more weights and sparring, and then you're reducing the weight training and going heavy into the table training.
and there is more specific exercises for wrist and for biceps. Everybody knows them from YouTube. But the sparring is the thing for me.
The last thing giving you the edge before the competition. Okay, I see. And how many days do you rest before competition?
Maybe 4 to 6 days before the competition.
4 to 6 days before the competition. Okay, and that's enough for you to recover, to feel.
And
Okay.
I use these things to
Warm up.
how they say to warm up, to recover better the
sleeve.
elbow. Yes.
Yeah, I used Stefan as a model for the sleeve. Thank you, Stefan. Okay, warm is important. Did you have in your career any big injury until now? Do you suffer any big injuries?
Not very big, but enough to destroy me for a couple of months. With the elbows, the wrist, the shoulder.
Okay. How do you try to recover from the injuries? Are you doing some? You're still active. You're not. You're still going to the gym, right?
Yes. But when I have something serious, I just stop to train for weeks or months.
And working on this area with the light weights to bring blood flow into the area.
Of course, with very light weights to make the warming up and to have both.
When you are the last 2 weeks before the big competition, are you working on your reaction time, on your start?
No, just full rest and not think about the competition.
Okay, I see. I think also that a big part of the having a good start is a mental state of your mind, to be able to focus, to blend the people out, to focus only you, the setup and the position and the voice of the referee. How do you warm up before the weight class is starting? How many minutes you're trying to warm up? Do you do some general exercises or just rubber bands? What are you doing?
Maybe just 15 minutes before the start, I use rubber bands to warm up. Nothing special.
You're warming up, destroying the first opponents that you have to pull. So guys, imagine I'm still thinking on that you said. Imagine you're 1 year into the sport, you're going to the worlds, and get second place after Rustam Babayev. This is blowing me away. The amount on
Maybe we have to know that it was 2006, 2007, and the level and the sport is not so high level like today.
Do you think that? Do you think that because I heard people saying that the level didn't move so much that the most people, but I also think that the amount on competitors.
I think that the level is now is very high.
I also think so, because the people are learning more about arm wrestling. There are so many YouTube channels showing the equipment, and in any sports the level is going higher and higher. We are not exception, I think. Okay. Let's see. If you now a new guy who is watching YouTube, finding our sport and decided to go into it, do you have any advice of the new people who are joining our sport?
For the beginners, maybe I know that everyone wants results now and today, but the steroids is not the thing.
The answer.
Please don't take steroids.
Okay. It's a good message, kids. You can achieve a lot before even start thinking about steroids.
I want that my big friend Georgi Tsvetkov told me once. He said to me, there is arm wrestling when you are 20 years old, when you are 30, when you are 40, 50, and so everybody wants to make a decision what to want to do, and
Yeah.
care of,
What do you
goals.
want to achieve into the sport? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
It's a great example. Yeah. I'm now getting into the 38 years old and slowly having the master opportunity. Let's see how it goes. It's very interesting. Okay, then let me see what I have. Do you have any? Who is your favorite arm wrestler? Actually, I forgot to ask you. Do you have any inspiration person into the sport that you like a lot?
I started with John Brzenk when it was the first videos that I watched, and Stan Gashevsky from Bulgaria.
Yes, Stoyan, Cvetan, John. They inspired so many people. Did you have the opportunity to meet in live John, or did you pull with John or Cvetan?
I have never pulled with John, with Cvetan so many times on training, and once or twice in competition. But with John, I have never pulled.
It's gonna be very. I would love to see. I would love to see this match like that. You gripping. What is happening with your weight? How heavy you were when you start, and how heavy you are at the moment?
When I start, I was 78, and now I'm 92.
Okay, 78. So almost. Oh, you moved 12 kilo up over 70 years, which is absolutely normal.
1 kilo per year.
Okay, cool. Is there any athlete that you wish you could meet him in a super match format?
I'm not sure. Maybe the guys from Ukraine that were on the last World Championship. uh,
Petrenko? Oleg Petrenko? Or
no, Piotr Margarin, and
Margarine. Yes, I know Margarine.
I
Yeah,
think that we are on the similar levels. And one guy from Kazakhstan.
you
I-
versus Margarine is gonna be a hell of a match. I really would love to see that. Did you know that Dancho Tsonev is now moved to Swiss, and I'm
Yeah,
trying to get him also into the show, but we have a here great event with Devan. He was here. It was very interesting. And Prudnik is now also in France. But I saw the Prudnik now, and I saw the Prudnik from the years before when he posed against you. Many people don't
very
know,
much.
but you,
I put with Prudnik many times on competitions, but
I know.
uh, we were on same kilo class.
Mhm.
But now he's maybe
20
100.
kilo up, maybe more. How is your record against Prudnik? You beat him how many times with left?
Maybe 2 or 3 times.
I
But
remember with my eyes seeing that 2 times that you flash him, his wrist was very unstable. Before.
2008 we put together, and I take the second place. He takes the third.
Mhm, mhm,
Uh, but now the things are very different.
mhm. Yeah. Um, okay. Me personally, I would like to see you against Todd Hitchens, against AVJ. AVJ is another athlete who is famous with his great genetic for the sport like you. He put against Sashko. You probably saw the result.
Watch the match. He has very big biceps, but
And strong.
stronger maybe.
I would love to see you pulling against him. Let's see what happened in the future. We never know what's coming up around the corner. Um, do you do you develop some kind of blocking into your able joint?
No, I don't have problems with the elbow. Everything is fine. Just he have to be stronger and stronger.
um, can you give me some numbers? What do you do for bench press, for example?
Not very much. 140 kilos for 2 reps.
140 kilos. How many reps?
2 reps.
Um, what about the biceps?
Of biceps, 90 kilos with both hands.
With a little bit stretching,
Yes.
90 kg. And your stronger finger and wrist, do you do any exercise, or you're working on the table?
No, just on the table, and use different handles to make the wrist. And
I see.
sparring trains the fingers and the wrist and everything. Sparring is everything in arm wrestling.
For these who don't know, Stefan has from my point of view, one of the best gyms for arm wrestling in Sofia. So if someone has a business trip to Bulgaria and it's in Sofia and want to arm wrestler, this is the right place to go and to grip some really good hands giving you the benchmark for high level arm wrestling. This is the right place. Contact Stefan, write him if you are in Sofia. Okay, and okay, you don't have a lock on your joint. What do you think about King's move? Is it for you King's move or desperation move?
For me, King's move is not arm wrestling, and I think that it has to be a foul. Just stop the game, and that's all.
Start for beginning.
Yes.
How do you handle the King's move? What do you do when in the practice Christo is going in his position with the right hand?
Just hold him and wait to wake up.
Just with raw power in the middle of the table, stay compact and
Block him, nothing else.
very interesting. You're benching 140 kilo and you have a tremendous side pressure. But I think you don't focus on benching. If you focus on benching, you bench much more.
Well, I don't know. I have longer arms and it's not very good for bench press. But I like to do bench press and some pull-ups with additional weights, more biceps exercises.
Biceps exercise, pull-ups with additional weight. How much weight do you pick on your?
I don't know, maybe 60 or 70 kilos on a belt.
70.
Yes.
I saw pictures yesterday with Płamen Dimitrov, who is having a birthday today. Płamen, if you look the show, happy birthday. Stefan and Płamen, they face each other many times, bringing wonderful matches with the left and the right hand. So 70 kg on your weight is a lot of weight. How many repetitions? 1, 2?
2, 3. It depends of the condition, the shape.
Okay, I see. Then maybe one last question from my side, Stefan. If you have the opportunity to choose between more power, more mental toughness, or better technique, what would you choose? Which one you're gonna get? Mental straight, physical straight, or better technique?
I think that if you want to make some movement to use your technique, you have to be strong to do it. It's not just to know how to do it. You have to be strong to do it and to take the match. So the more straight is better.
Yeah, I think also that the technique, and also when you have a lot of straight, you're much more confident going to the tournaments, and we're a straight sport, and that's not gonna change. Stefan, thank you for this interview. I really hope to see you in the future having a great super match. You're a guy I'm very excited for his next tournaments, super matches. You have to show a lot on the audience, and I will be glad if you have time to join the interview with me and discuss arm wrestling. Thank you very much. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see other great athletes here from Bulgaria and around the world. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.